Good morning, everyone. So today's video, along with this series of videos I put out, is on data recovery. One of the programs that we use, I mean, we've got a couple of different ones, but this is the best one that we have ever found. And this is not free. You're going to pay out the nose for this one. So I really suggest if you need data recovery, just bring it to me because I've already paid for it. You would pay for that program. They come in levels. I think their base program is like $80. You're going to pay me $100 to it. So yeah, you just data recovery, just bring it to me. It's going to be more cost effective and less time consuming and stressful for you. But this program is what we use. I've still got that 80 gig hard drive plugged into here. I don't remember what's on it. I know we've wiped it and erased it and wiped it and erased it, but I don't think we have shredded it yet. So there may be some information on there. We're going to find out. So this company is called GetDataBack for NTFS, which is mostly what Windows uses as NTFS. Now they do have a FAT32. So if you have a flash drive or an older PC like Windows XP that uses the FAT32 file system, they do have it. I've got the new version of this program. I bought it last year because I wanted to see if the new version was better than the old version, and I needed it for data recovery. I was not impressed with this new version that they have produced. This version here is, I don't want to call it ancient and old, but by software standards, it's ancient and old, but it does the job. So let's take a look at it here. Again, that 80 gig hard drive is in here. Most people will never use this program. Simply because it is very time consuming for one and very expensive. This company that produces it is out of Germany. You know, Germans, they make some good products every once in a while. This is one of them. So if you are using this program, and this is an older version, as I said, the new version, yeah, it kind of does the same thing. But again, got a phone call. Talk to you later. All right, so I'm back. Had to answer a client question really quick. So anyways, back to this program. Yes, this is an older program. This is version 4.2. This one just I feel is a better program than the new one that's out there. You cannot do, you might be able to search around and find this, but again, I caution people about using it because if you don't do it right, you will screw up your computer. But you have several options here. This is the I don't know, which is going to be the most common one that most people would use if you're using the program. A quick scan is just to check through sudden partition list. We talked about sudden partition loss, sudden partition lost in the partition master, where you can recover partitions, sustain file. You know, you've reinstalled your operating system, but oops, I forgot to make a backup. Yeah, that's the one there. And I want to recover deleted files. Most of your deleted files will almost always go in the trash can. However, if you've emptied your trash can, that is now considered a deleted file. So let's go forward. This is going to, oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta have administrative rights for this. So cancel that. Run as administrator. So we're going to go through and just say, I don't know. That way it checks for everything. And I'm going to use that 80 gig hard drive that we did before. And we're going to go next, and it's going to go through. And of course, yeah, I had wiped and reinstalled that hard drive, so it doesn't have any partitions on it. So let's close that out and see if we can make a partition on it real quick. Partition master. Oh, partition master. Make me a partition, please. Create a partition, we'll leave it logical, full max, yep, go. And yep. I forgot. The GetDataBack requires a partition, and this is sometimes called, you may have heard me use this comment in the past, it's called destructive data recovery, where you have to erase the hard drive, put a partition back on it, and then go back to this. This is called destructive data recovery. It just works. I don't think it is a standard in the IT world. It's just something I have come across by accident, and it works. So let's go back into here. That is the correct drive. Now it's going to look And here you go. This is everything that it can recover off of this hard drive right now. And so these are all deleted, corrupted folders, but that doesn't mean that the individual files can't be recovered. So yeah, folders, 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 folders. Ah, look, there's an individual file that possibly could be, I have no idea what it is. Da, da, da. Okay, so yeah, so if we're doing a data recovery for you, this is the type of stuff we have to look through. We have to go through every one of these damaged folders to see if there's anything usable. User profile might be an interesting thing. So yeah, I thought we wiped it and reinstalled it to the point that it was virtually unreadable, you know, in case there was any personal information on there. But yeah, so, but yeah, this is, you know, your system information, your extended partitions. These are partitions that you will never see because in normal operations they are hidden. This is your deleted folder and stuff like that. That's stuff that Windows uses. You know, information about your hard drive, which again, stuff you'll never use. And then this would be every every folder and file it was able to recover or see. Doesn't mean it's recoverable. And then, like I said, if I wanted that particular file, I could just do a right click on it and copy it and send it to where I want it to go. And you could do this for folders too. You can copy the whole folder. And yeah, this is one of the primary programs we use for data recovery, especially on a dying hard drive. This is you know, a good 80 gigabyte hard drive, old, used, abused, but it still functions and it serves its purposes for like data transfers and data recovery and stuff like that. But if you brought me a dying hard drive and I had to use this program to data recover, and I just did one of these the other day, it took me 2 days on a dying hard drive, and it still failed at 67% because the hard drive just said, nope, I ain't giving you any more. So I was able to get 67% of the hard drive back. So that's still 1/3 of the hard drive that was completely inaccessible because of a physical failure of the hard drive. SSDs, like I said, they're usually hit or miss. Usually when they die, although this one is my old one that died and it's locked in a read-only mode. Interesting. Maybe it's a new thing that they're doing with SSDs that I've not been aware of, but it puts it in a read-only mode. At least I could do the data recovery off of it if I needed to, and get all my personal files off it. I just can't write any new information to it. And it does show up on the crystal disk information as bad. So, but that is one of the programs we use for data recovery. There are a couple of other programs that we use. Yes. You know, there's the to do ASUS backup. I do that all the time. It's not ASUS. It's easy use to do backup server. This is the one we use mostly for cloning hard drives. I mean, this one will do it too. I've showed that in the last video, but this is the one we use mostly for cloning hard drives. That's one I used to clone this, and that went relatively quickly. It only took like 10 minutes tops. So I was really surprised, although a mechanical drive is a lot slower. So, but yeah, that's one of the programs we use for data recovery. We have a couple of other ones that are just really geeky and not worth trying to show you, simply because on a consumer level, when you're doing data recovery, your options are me, locally. I'm sure there are some other people around that can do data recovery. I'm just not sure who. Like I said, we've got, you know, Computer Man in Fremont and Jim Barnes in Fremont, Keith Wiley and Tiffin, or Whaley, I'm sorry. Sorry, Keith. You know, they're all great people. I'm sure they could do data recoveries also, and they all probably have their own special programs for using it, but the GetDataBack is the one I use. And then, like I said, I do have other versions of different pieces of software I can use for other complicated problems. So, but yeah, it's a nice tool to have. I really don't recommend anyone using it unless you know what the heck you're doing, because it looks like it was simple. That's because I've used it for years. You know, you just go through and you copy and recover and and it should give you at least approximation of, you know, what it can find. So in that regards, it's good, but this particular version I don't think you can find online anymore because that's version 4.2. Their new version that they have out, I think it's like version 7, 8, 10, somewhere up there. It's really, really new. I've bought it and used it and can't say that I was impressed with it. So, but this old software, it does amazing things. So, but if you do need data recovery service, yes, that was a segue. There's our phone number down here. Give us a call, schedule time, we'll come pick it up. Data recoveries can take as long as a week, just to give you a fair warning. Give us a call, we'll come pick it up if you're in our service area. You can schedule time to drop it off if you're wanting to bring it in. Like, share, and subscribe. If you could, please, down this way, over this way, give it a thumbs up. If you don't have a Google account or a YouTube account, you can always find us on Facebook. That's over there. And below in the see more of the video links, there's all the other links you need to know, including how to donate to the cause. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.